All right, mate. So we'll start with questions. I will ask you. You will answer to our nice viewers. And the first one, please tell them who you are.
Well, now I will tell you. So I'm Mei Shibi. I'm 16 years old. I was originally born in Israel, and then I came to Italy at 6 years old, and from there, I'm here and racing in Formula 4.
All right. Um, Very good, mate. Now I will ask you, how did you get into racing?
So it all started when I was 6 years old, and my father bought me a go kart, and we started racing. Next thing you know, we're doing the championship all over Italy, and we visit a lot of places. During all of these years, I gained a lot of experience, and now I'm racing in Formula 4 for the Formula 4 Championship with the team of my father.
All right. You did 3 years of go-kart racing, as
Yeah.
I remember, because I was there also. And then basically it was stopped for many reasons. And then when you came back here, you started to do some training in the Formula 4, right?
Yeah, of course.
And then after this, you got in, basically the 2020 was your first season in Formula 4, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Basically, I will tell what I remember. May started when he was basically even 5 years old, let's say it like this. So he's 4 years old when he did some, let's call it training in some sort of an indoor go kart place, and he liked it very much. And
Yeah, I
when we
remember
came to
that.
Italy, when we came to Italy, basically he started to do it professionally, and we got into the Italian championship. We're speaking about championship when he was 6 years old, and professional level. All right, good. I remember also, May, that you you were driving with Marco Melandri. You did some training in with the go kart. It was fun. Also, we did visit a lot of places in Italy just because of the of this racing that you did.
Yeah.
We basically crossed all Italy. It was fun. We did it with your sister, sometimes with your mother, sometimes without your mother. We did a full weekend. It was Thursday and Friday and Saturday and Sunday, and we went to nice places. We did also. We usually stopped in the camping sites, like big ones, and we did let's call it also a holiday with this combined. And we basically visited the whole Italy. I mean, we did from north to south. We were almost everywhere, just because of this. It was nice. It was a nice experience. It was a beautiful 2 3 years that we did this. Correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was nice. All right. All right. Now, May, I'm going to ask you, what is basically your current stat? What are you doing now, or what did you do the last season, basically?
So
2020.
last season it was my first season, due to all of the COVID and stuff, I only managed to do 6 races out of 14. And throughout all of those races, I felt comfortable with the car and everything else. And we raced in Monza, Verano, and Misano, which there are beautiful tracks. Yeah.
Monza, Avolia. Very nice. Not every 16 years old kid goes to Monza, I know. Believe me, it's nice.
Yeah.
It was a nice experience, yeah. I remember me racing there, but I was at least 12 years old, more than you. And yeah, Monza was good, very nice experience also for me. So you say that basically right now you're a Formula 4 car race driver.
Yeah.
You did the licenza sportiva, which means the driving license, not the driving license, it's a sport racing
Yeah,
license.
for
Racing
racing.
license. You did they check your brain, they check everything. You got medical exams. We passed this. We paid a lot of money for all the licenses and stuff, all these stupid things that the law asked for. We did a lot of modification for the car also to prepare the car for the racing. Correct? You
Yeah,
remember?
of course.
We did this. To in order to get permission for this car that you know
Yeah.
most also people that used to do some courses with our race car. So this car is basically became
Ready
race
for
prepared.
race, yeah.
You checked it many times in our racetrack, and this season we started late, yeah,
Yeah.
because we didn't know what to do, especially with the money. But when you started, if you remember, your first race ever in a Formula 4 car was
Yeah,
on rain,
yeah.
very heavy rain also, not easy. And you finished the race, which for me was enough. You finished, I think, I don't remember, it was sixth place
Sixth place, yeah.
in your category, which is nice and good. And also the second race was the same. But it was a good experience, and you started to build this. So this season, basically, you can say that you started to gain the experience with Formula 4,
Yeah.
and we can say that you did also very good results because, remind me, in Monza, first race you didn't finish, right? Second.
First race, no, but the second I managed to get third.
What happened there? Why you didn't finish?
Basically, there was some oil on the track from the car in front of me, and he was like, I don't know, far away from me. I couldn't see the car, but I saw some flags of oil. But then they took it away, the flags, and I didn't know if there was still oil or not. So I just kept going, and next thing you know, on the first prima variante,
The first chicane,
first
yeah.
chicane, so there was a lot of oil. I went in there on like 30 kilometers an hour, and I just spin around and went into the gravel, and from there I couldn't return to the track.
Yeah. Once there is oil on the track, even if you go 10 kilometers an hour, it doesn't
Una
matter.
Dallara
You're going to
F308
lose the car.
Fiat, mentre la
Yeah, that was
BMW
a bad
dovrebbe
luck.
essere quella
You
di
can
Mei
say.
Shibi.
Giusto, è Mei Shibi.
It was a
Dal
good
debutto qua a
experience.
Monza.
Also this, to know how to spin, to know how to lose control and how to regain it and not crash also in a hard way. This is also important. Second race you did good.
Yeah.
Second race you started almost last because of this. And then tell us a little bit about the second race. Was fun for you?
So the second race I got lucky with safety cars. We had like 2 safety cars in the same race, and luckily I was, if I remember correctly, I was 4th, and the guy in front of me had some mechanical problems, so he had to pit stop, and he lost some laps. So I just overpassed him and got into the 3rd position.
Good, yeah, I remember this. Once there was a big balagan, a big, you say casino, we say mess with the chronometry, and people there were didn't get the correct timing and everything. But at the end, you finished 3rd in your category, which is very, very good at Monza.
Monza, it's like the
Very fast track, very demanding track in a way that you need to stay concentrated all the time because cars there go very fast.
Yeah.
All right, and then the last race, basically the last session of the season. You did also pretty good. Was also nice. You were faster also.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember. And tell us a little bit about this. It was in Misano Raceway in the Adriatic Sea, near Rimini, a very beautiful place.
Yeah, so qualifying was not really good, and qualifying, yeah. And then in the first race, I started last because my qualifying weren't very good. From that point, we had a little bit of rain, like light rain on the track, so we didn't know what tire to choose, like wet or slicks. So at the end we took wets. Some other people took slicks and just spin around. So the first race was pretty good. I managed to overtake a lot of guys with the cars, and yeah, so that's
on the
basically
first corner, on the first turn, yeah.
yeah.
All right. So you had fun in this 2020 at the end.
Yeah, of course.
You gained some experience and you did some good results for the first time. It's definitely good results. May finished sixth overall at the end of the season. When you take into consideration that he did only 6 races out of 14, it's very good results. We think that if he did the whole season, he was definitely was fighting for the
Championship.
for the championship. But this we will need to do next year. All right,
Yeah.
very good. All right, May. Now the viewers would like to know. I heard this many times also. How does a race weekend is looking for you? How does it actually go? So when you say that you're going for a race weekend or you're going to a race basically is not just the actual race.
Yeah,
Starts
you
much
have
before, right? So,
so-
tell us a little bit. What is your day routine? How you go? How you start? What time you wake up?
Yeah, so it all starts in Wednesday. You pack your bags, and then Thursday you wake wake up early. At around 8 you leave the house, and we take with us all of the equipment that we need. So the formula, we take the compressor, tires, spare tires, jacks, and equipment that we're gonna need. And we start our journey to the track, which is normally like 2 to 4 hours, depend on each track.
Okay. You take also food on the way. You take
Yeah, of
everything. You
course,
take
we
clothes
stops also.
because you are planning to stay. Basically, we in most of the
So-
cases we stay in hotel for the weekend. All right, and then
Yeah, so we start on the Friday, and we arrive in the track at around 12, and we basically spend this day at just
not Friday,
no,
Thursday.
Thursday, yeah, Thursday, and we just start to unload the car and put it on the tent, under the tent, and make adjustment that we need for the Friday practice.
Yeah, according to the weather, we
Yeah.
see the weather, we see the conditions of the track of the.
So it's all ready for the next day.
So we actually plan if it's going to rain, it's going to be cold, it's going to be hot. So more or less we make the plan and we do the setting. You sit inside the car, we check everything that is comfortable, and then basically, so we will be ready for the first practice of the day, which is basically at least one session they do in the morning and one session in the afternoon. But sometimes it's even more. All right. And then what? You go back. You go to the hotel.
Yeah, we go to the hotel. We check in and put all of our stuff that we need, like to charge our gear, like the cameras and the telemetry.
Yeah, everything
And
that
then
needs to charge,
Yeah,
all the electronic equipment.
yeah,
Then we also meet our fellows, the colleagues, which
Yeah.
outside the track we are friends, but
in the
at
track.
the track we don't know them.
Yeah,
But at the evening we have nice conversations, we had nice dinners in most cases. Okay, then on Friday, what time you wake up?
Friday we wake up really early. Last race I remember it was like we woke up at 6:30, if I remember correctly,
Mm-hmm.
and we were on the track at around 7:20. so to be ready for the practice.
Yeah, normally the first session starts at 8:30 or 9.
Yeah.
It's depend on the how they divide it. All right, and then you sit inside the car. What happens before you go inside the car?
So
What is your preparation before you go into the track? Sorry.
before I go to the track, so we make all of our equipment. But before that, before going me into the car, so I take 1 hour to be ready with my gear and all of the stuff. So I'm ready to go.
You preparing the helmet. You preparing
Yeah.
the telecamera. You put yourself with the harness, with the hands. Hands is the things that protect your neck. You you see that everything is in correct places. You check the mirrors. You check everything.
Everything's correct. Yeah.
We check the radio to see that there is connection, that we can speak with each other. And then after this, basically, we check obviously fuel and everything, that we have enough and not too much also. So you will be on the weight correctly.
So
not too much also is not good because you lose in power. And then basically you
You're
go
ready
to your
to
first
go.
session, all right? And you go in. When you go into a new racetrack, what is your sensation? How do you feel?
So
You feel
before
scared? You feel nice because you know it's new thing, or what is your sensation?
So basically, I just learned like a week before. I tried on the simulator, which is not the same. I can tell you that. And I also look at videos of other guys in Formula and other types of racing cars, how they drive, how they take the lines. So when I go to the first
On
session,
YouTube.
yeah, on YouTube.
Lucky that you have YouTubes today. Yeah.
So basically, when I go inside, I already know all of the clipping points, where I need to steer, where I need to brake. Like, I prepared really good for Misano, and basically when I got inside the track, I already remember everything. Where is that? So just after like 3 laps, I already started to make times.
Okay.
Time lap.
Good. And how do you feel? Like your sensation? How is it? Like you feel afraid? You feel happy? You feel occupied with something? What is your?
So basically, my feeling when I go, every track is different. Like in Monza, you have all the heritage and everything, so you feel really honored to drive in the track. Also, like Misano and Monza, they have long straights, so you have the feeling that you are going fast and you have all this adrenaline. It's really really nice. And just to know other laps and to understand how to drive them and perform really good. It's very nice.
Nice. How do you put yourself in the position that you see the lap times on the chronometer? You know, you have this GPS thing that reads your timing all the time, and you can see it big on the screen. How do you, I mean, on the steering wheel, how do you force yourself, or how do you commit yourself to do better timing all the time? How do you improve yourself?
So basically, improve myself. I just every time just try to break the
breaking point.
The breaking point.
A little bit forward. Okay.
Yeah, every time, and just to feel like on the wheel, steering wheel. Just when you feel like the car is handling good, so just press full. But a little bit before, when you feel that it's unstable, you just press it full, and then till the power gets to you, you should be already with the steering wheel straight. So that's what I learned. And before that, I thought that if your wheel is straight, so you need to press full power. But what I understand, so if you're like 1/3 of the way,
The steering wheel is a little bit
yeah,
like this, but not too much. You can
just floor
you
the
can
car, and then when your steering wheel is straight, so you're already on your full revs, so the car won't slip or something.
You can go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I learned, and it's really improved all of my laps.
Good. So you do this and this all the time. I mean, the breaking point and
Yeah, and of course, like watching the videos on YouTube to just to understand and to do it in real life.
all right. So now we are on the second day that basically you do the qualifying, right? What happened in the qualifying day? What is it sequence?
So on qualifying day, we get new tires, and everything ready to go. So the car should be really faster, and everything else good. You just try to compete. Everybody's on the track at that time, so it's really hard to get a time correctly without anybody stopping or anyone just going off the track. And then you have like virtual safety car, so that, oh no, not virtuous. It's like you have a full course yellow, so you need to be at 80 kilometers an hour all of the track, and then you have only 20 minutes, 25 minutes to practice. So it can be really difficult because you need at least for me like 2 3 laps, and then I start to do my best laps. So it's
Yeah.
complicated.
It's for most of the people. It's the last laps are the fastest one, and it's difficult. You say because there are a lot of trucks, a lot of cars in the track,
Yeah.
driving different. We drive in different categories. Some are faster, some are slower. And since everybody is trying to push to the limit, not like in practice when they just want to feel the car, they push to the limit because they want to get the best laps. A lot of crashes, a lot of safety cars after this, and it slows everything. Obviously, we have 25 minutes to finish everything, and if you're lucky to get the best lap. If not, it's not so easy to achieve this. This is what you meant,
Yeah.
right? Because of this. All right. Okay. Now we're going to speak about the race day, which is the most important one because when you watch it on television, even in our championship, basically what you see on the television live streaming, we have this also, very popular also. Basically, what they show you is the race, but as you saw before this, there are a lot of things before. Weekend of motorsport can be also very cruel.
Yeah, you go all of the way. You start from Thursday, when you get to the race day, you have
You have to be a lot of you have to be lucky to arrive to Sunday with the
finish,
car
yeah.
good, feeling good,
And to finish the
that
race.
you are good, and to finish the race, which is the most important thing, to finish the race. Then obviously the position is very important. All right. So what happened on race day for you? What is your sensation? How you feel? How do you wake up? You are happy. You are.
Yeah, really excited. So the night
Excited.
before you cannot go to sleep, and basically you wake up feeling a little bit tired and very excited because the last night you couldn't really sleep because of the adrenaline. And you get into the car, you put your suits, you check all of the electronics
yeah.
and the stuff, and then you go to the pit lane and you wait for the green signal.
Before this, you have briefing. Normally,
Yeah.
it's with the race director, which gives you. It could be also a day before sometimes, but in
Yeah.
most cases, it's in the same day before the race. You do briefing, which explain to you the rules of the actual race day. If it's wet day, if it's
Where to stop, how
yeah,
to.
exactly. If it's a lunch start or it's a normal start. And then after this, you go inside the cars, and there is open pit lane, which means that you can go. You wait there, correct?
Yeah.
After this, what happened?
So after this, it's normally 1 or 2 laps that you warm up the tires. And
How you warm your tires?
So what I normally do, it's turn the wheel a lot in like circular motions, and just press the gas and a little bit of brake, so the tires will warm up. And
Okay. So it will warm up the rubber of
Yeah.
the tires, and they will get more sticky. All right.
So you do 2 laps or 1, depends on the circuit and the direction of the race. Then you go into the grid, on your grid position, and then from that point you have about 8 minutes or 10 minutes that your mechanics and race engineers can stop and help you if you have problems with the car, if you need to change the pressure,
Pressure, tires,
pressure of the
everything,
tires,
whatever.
the wing adjustments.
Exactly, because you can feel the car a little bit. Obviously, you're not driving fast, but you can feel it a little bit.
And every day is different. It's not like if you put the same from yesterday to today,
it will be the same.
it will not be the same.
Yeah, exactly. It's amazing to see that even a small change of 1 millimeter, 2 millimeters of wings, or settings of the springs can change significantly on the track. We're speaking about traction in the front, in the rear, to avoid oversteering and understeering. It's really nice technology. The car is very high technology. It's nice to see it, also to control it, and also you need a good driver in order to understand how to fix it and how to.
Of course.
This is what we call the good test drive. And Mei is a very good test drive because he knows exactly to tell the car losing here, the car losing there, and he knows also he has got good memory, which means that he knows also in which corners. So it helps a lot of the mechanics in order to understand how to fix the car. Yeah. Good. All right. So this is the race. But now, what happened after this? You're on the grid. The mechanics goes, everybody goes, all the team goes, and you're alone.
So basically alone, and there is 20 cars, you and
yeah, in this championship this year there were 29 cars in most of the races, in some even 31.
Yeah.
So
it's you and all of these cars. You hear the engines, and you just get the adrenaline, and your heart raises up, and you see the lights to go, but this when it's turned off, you basically just do the warm-up lap, to make sure your revs are balanced, not too high, not too little, and just keep it
steady.
Mm-hmm. And you're basically on the track.
Then?
And then when you arrive, depends on which grid you are, so how much time you have. Like it could be like 20 seconds you wait, or like 5 seconds you wait on the grid, so you need to be always ready for the light to go off. Once the lights go off, you full gas, and hopefully for the best that's you will not crash, and you will gain positions.
Yeah, but what do you think when you actually start in the car? Because there are a car behind you, there are a car in front of you. What is your first thinking? How do you think to attack? You think to defense? You think about how to get the race, because you cannot take the race line. Obviously, there are too many cars.
Yeah, of course. So basically, what I do most of the times, you just go into the inside, because the inside you can go above the curbs, and you know how the cars, they are more in the outside than the inside. So if you take the inside, you could pass more cars, and this depends on
less road to do. Yeah.
Yeah. So this depends on every track. Like if it's going to the left or to the right way, the inside line. So you need to know this by now, and just hope for the best, that you have a best launch than others, and just to keep the car steady and go into the max that you can to overtake, and then after 1 lap 2 to just defend the position, and if you can to attack on the straight lines, or to understand where your opponent goes
slower than you.
Yeah.
All right, very nice. Sounds very. I know these feelings, but for people that never did this, it's. I guess it sounds a very nice sensation. You know, like it's a nice situation. It looks like very stressful, but it's very calm, right? You don't feel like you are in stress, right? You feel that you are.
Depends on what time. Like on the start, when the lights go off, so you feel really stressed that you do not miss the gas. and the
Before,
pedal.
yeah, but once it starts,
once
you
you're
don't
going,
feel-
you try to take the lines the best
but
that
then
you
you
can.
don't feel any stress anymore. You don't
Then
feel
you-
anything. You just feel the adrenaline. You just feel the that you have a target.
Control and target.
The target that you need to overpass. Yeah. Before that, yeah, of course, that you will. All right, May. It was really nice talking to you. Very nice to know the secret behind the races and everything. It's nice. Join us maybe for another session that we will do about how to the secret of driving and how to drive and what exactly we are doing in each one of the races that we will participate, how we prepare our next season. Should be fun. Thank you very much,
Yeah.
guys.
Thank you very much.
See you for the next time.